All right, folks. As 2023 comes to a close, we enter the election year of 2024. Donald Trump seems poised to secure the Republican nomination, absent any unforeseen developments, which is really scary because democracy will be on the line in 2024. What democracy, you ask? Well, this kind of democracy. The State Department approves the sale of tank ammunition to Israel in a deal that bypasses Congress. See, this is the kind of democracy that is on the line in November of next year. So for those of you privileged white people who don't want to suck it up and vote for Joe Biden, understand, if we don't vote for Joe Biden, this kind of democracy is going to be endangered, and it's going to be your fault when it falls to Donald Trump. Exactly. Going around Congress, the Biden administration said Saturday that it has approved the emergency sale to Israel of nearly 14,000 rounds of tank ammunition, worth more than $106 million as Israel intensifies its military operations in the southern Gaza Strip. As Israel intensifies its war crimes in the area that it told civilians to flee. That's how that should have been written. As Israel bombs the hell out of the very place where it instructed civilians to take refuge. Yes. The move comes as President Joe Biden's request for a nearly $106 billion aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and other... I can't even read the $106 billion for Ukraine without laughing now. It's like a punchline at this point. And other national security is languishing in Congress, caught up in a debate over U.S. immigration policy and border security. Some Democratic lawmakers have spoken of making the proposed $14.3 billion in American assistance to its Mideast ally contingent on concrete steps by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government to reduce civilian casualties in Gaza during the war with Hamas. The State Department said it had notified Congress of the sale late Friday after Secretary of State Antony Blinken determined an emergency exists that requires the immediate sale of the munitions in the U.S. national security interest. That means the purchase will bypass the congressional review requirements for foreign military sales. Bypass the congressional review requirement for foreign military sales. Such determinations are rare, but not unprecedented, when administrations see an urgent need for weapons to be delivered without waiting for lawmakers' approval. So, hold on a second. We were telling Netanyahu a week and a half ago, hey, we need a humanitarian pause. We need to stop the violence for a while so aid can get in. And now we're like, okay, we need to get these weapons out the door. We can't wait. We have no time. What?
Are you
what
telling
sense does
me
that make?
Are you telling me that the Muslim world doesn't hate us for our freedom?
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's what it sounds like. That's the answer. It was confusing me for a little while. Because if we call for a 4-day pause, then why are we in such a rush now? What, we have to make up for the lack of dead bodies in the streets from the pause?
Those bodies aren't going to kill themselves.
Exactly. The United States is committed to the security of Israel, and it is vital to U.S. national interest to assist Israel to develop and maintain a strong and ready self-defense capability. This proposed sale is consistent with those objectives, the department said in a statement. Israel will use the enhanced capability as a deterrent to regional threats and strengthen its homeland defense. The sale is worth $106.5 million and includes 13,981 120-millimeter high-explosive anti-tank multi-purpose, or MM, whatever the fuck that means, with tracer tank cartridges as well as a U.S. support. I think that's what it means, yeah. Engineering and logistics. The material will come from Army inventory. Bypassing Congress with emergency determinations for arms sales is an unusual step that has in the past met resistance from lawmakers who normally have a period of time to weigh on proposed weapons transfers and in some cases block them. Man, this sounds like the kind of thing that if Donald Trump did, there'd be a lot of hand-wringing about it. Although, wait a minute, no, they won't. This is the kind of stuff. No, because, right, if he did it for Israel, it wouldn't be. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? But remember, nonetheless, democracy on the ballot, November 2024. Make sure you're registered to go vote and save
they'd be up there saying, today Donald Trump became the president of the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? As long as it's in service to the war machine, you can do no wrong.
Exactly.
Please clap.